Akshay Shankar. I'm 21 years old and I'm from Chennai. I'm a metallurgical engineering graduate and I'm a writer out of passion. I've co-authored an anthology. I won a few writing contests, so you can just quickly go check my Instagram. Apart from this, I'm a startup enthusiast and a digital safety ambassador, so that's about me. Let's quickly jump into the topic. I don't have much time. So yeah, all of us have seen this hashtag Pride trending everywhere, right? It's the Pride month, so you can see hashtag Pride, rainbow colors, so many posts about this cause, and everyone's jumping and posting comments. But just pause for a second. Do you really acknowledge this community? This is where I want to insert this amazing film by Sudha Kongara called Thangam, which means gold. So it's part of a Netflix anthology called Power Kadekal, which is loosely translated to Sin Stories. Now Thangam is a beautiful film. I recommend each and every one of you to go watch this film if you haven't as soon as possible. But for the sake of this video, let me just summarize the story. So there are three main characters. One is Saravan, another one is Satar, and the third one is Sahil. Saravan is the hero, Satar is the heroine and a trans woman, and Sahil is Saravan's love interest. So the film is set in Tamil Nadu in late 50s. It begins like this. Saravan and Satar are born at almost the same time, and both of them are born as male, and they grow up together as childhood friends. Saravan conforms to the male gender, whereas Satar comes out as a trans woman. And being the obvious Indian society, she is being shunned by the society and her parents, and her only confidant is Saravan, whom she loves dearly. But she comes to know that Saravan is in love with Sahira, who is Sattar's younger sister. So, filled with contempt and jealousy initially, she later realizes that Saravan is not happy without Sahira, and she decides to unite the lovers. And she helps them every day. One fine day, both the families come to know of this issue, and the lovers decide to run away from the village, and she helps them with that as well. She gives them her lifetime savings of money and helps them safely move out of the city. So when the families know that Satar has helped them throughout, they just kick her out of the village, and nobody cared about what happened to her after that. Exactly after a year, Saravan and Sahira come back to the village with a newborn baby. And the families are happy, they are rejoiced, they are preparing a feast for the village. Until Saravan comes to know of the fate of Satar, which was that she lives the rest of her life by a riverside until one day she is being molested by the drunkards of the village, and that's it. Nobody knows, nobody ever saw her again. Highly shocked and devastated with the news, Saravan and Sahira returned back to their place without even entering this cursed village. So this is the story. Again, there's a lot of elements and nuances to the movie itself. That's why I want each and every one of you to go watch the film. But to those of you who can't, I hope I've expressed the film, expressed the story and its emotions sufficiently well. Now the main purpose for me to make this video is definitely not likes or shares, but to whoever that's watching this, I want you guys to understand that gender and sexuality is not something fixed, rather it's very fluid. It's not just male, female and straight, it's not that defined, rather it's a very broad spectrum, and any of us, I repeat, any of us can fall anywhere into the spectrum, and that's completely fine. Remember, queer people are not sinners. They are not harmful to the society. They are perfectly normal. Let me ask you one very logical question. In a society that's hypocritical enough, where criminals, robbers, bankrupt people, and rapists, if I can say that, are able to live an amazing life, don't you think a queer person deserves a normal life? Let me repeat the same question I asked you at the very beginning of the video. Do you really acknowledge this community? or are you going to uncomfortably move away the next time you see a transgender person at sight? The answer is with you.